Vancouver Island, west coast of Canada. Have you been to Canada before?
I haven't. Here's really nice, actually.
It's a beautiful area. Have you traveled much yourself around the States or other places?
Not too much. Other than touring, you know, I've been to most of the other states.
Yeah.
My places I've been to Florida, Vegas, Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. Where would you want to go if you had the opportunity? Free time and sorry, what?
Probably Germany, other side of the world.
Yeah.
France, Europe.
Yeah.
Not much hope left for this place.
No. So as if you'd want to move there or just go visit?
Not even visiting, to be honest. I'd probably never come back if I went. Talking about touring there next summer, so that would be nice. I'm great, it's no answer.
So you might tour in Europe. Yeah.
They're just getting big, so.
And you might have asked like which band that is or
The name of it's Along Came Tragedy.
Along Came Tragedy? Alright. I'll have to check it out.
They're a lot more of a metal band, but I'm not. I don't really like metal much. I like screaming, but I like singing too.
Yeah.
I'm more of a nice rock top.
Yeah.
But me and him mesh well together.
Okay.
So our acoustic stuff, you know,
Cool.
just works out.
Do you sing too or what's your
Play guitar, actually. Play about everything.
Oh yeah?
Play piano, violin, guitar, even left foot.
Can you play the harmonica? That's the one instrument I have on me.
Oh, yeah?
These guys got me to help them clean out a storage unit as it was raining and I'm like, I didn't feel like hitchhiking. And they're like, hey, you traveling? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you want to help us unload a storage unit? I'm like, sure, why not? And at the end of it, I got $60 in a harmonica. It's small and like, yeah.
Tom Petty taught me how to play harmonica. Tom Petty and Heartbreakers.
Sorry? I don't even know. I think it's made in China. It's got a big dent in it. It's out of a storage.
It's all good. Probably a G or a C is what they usually are.
Yeah.
I got a couple of small ones that were just
Yeah, mine's really small.
I like small ones better. Which work what big.
Those are kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are they now?
9 and 7.
9 and 7. 9. Oh, okay. 9, 7, 5. Okay.
He's about to turn 5 and she's 9.
How do you like being a dad?
It's something I'm good at.
Yeah. That's awesome.
This is my exit here. You want to
Okay.
the exit?
Yeah, just pull up on to the top of the exit. If there's a shoulder, they'll get out there, jump out, and make your way to work.
Sorry, it wasn't that far.
No, that was 20 miles. It's 20 miles. I've had a lot of shorter rides than that.
Right.
So yeah, just park up anywhere on the side here. Beauty. Yeah, well, thank you so much for the ride. I do appreciate that. Try to not take too long getting all this stuff out so you don't get late for work.
They'll be alright. They know I'll be there anyway. Alright.
again for the ride. Appreciate it. It's
No
nice
problem,
talking to you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Did you guys hear the band name? Can you guys look that up? What was his band name again? I do want to look that up. I don't know what to make of this guy. Because he was talking about Twitch. And at one point he said he pulled, like, usually not more than 1,000 viewer numbers. I'm like, that's big. I didn't say that, but I'm like, that's big numbers. So I asked him if he was affiliated or partnered, and then he kind of skirted around the question. I feel like someone here would have recognized him if he pulled 1,000 numbers. Especially in the music category. And he didn't give his Twitch game, yeah. Found a site with some of his music. Oh. Cool. Where are you hitchhiking to? All 50 states. Let's get back on the on-ramp and keep hitchhiking. I'm not sure how much traffic there'll be here. More than where I was before, I think. Along came tragedy. That's right. Thank you, Doors of Travel. Well, I know you'd have to be partner if he had 1,000. Well, he doesn't have to, but he could apply for partner if he had 1,000 plus viewers. But I asked that after he said he had 1,000. Usually didn't have more than 1,000 viewers, because I'm like, hold up. Then you must know a bit about Twitch if you've been streaming enough to pull numbers like that. Trev, you pop a tent up in the tree line overnight, right? Yeah? Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, it's hot. Oh, baby. Along Came Tragedy is also on YouTube. Apparently it's metal-ish. Ugh. Beautiful though. Let's show you guys what we're looking at here. I'll give you a panorama. Let's just walk off the road a little more. Panorama. My ramp will be over there. Some nice mountains there. Yes, everyone look at me funny as I spin around slowly doing panorama. Put sunscreen on. Of course I did, Pinky. I always do. It's one thing I'm usually kind of good at. I forget sometimes. But I'm usually alright at it. What if a bear, an animal attacks you like a bear or mountain lion? I don't know. I'm from places that have a lot of bears and mountain lions and they don't just attack people. But like it can happen. Okay, you're not gonna go? Alright, I'll go then. Oh, look at this on-ramp. That is a sexy shoulder. Oh, baby. I like that. So there's my can't walk past that sign. So we're not gonna walk past that sign. We're gonna stop before that sign. Like right about here. Counts on your count tonight? What, mountain lions? Your mountain lions don't really want to hunt humans. They're a predator. They're a carnivore, and humans are a high risk prey for them. There's a very high risk that they'll get injured, and even a small injury as a predator can essentially be a death sentence. Because if you can't hunt, you can't eat. If you can't eat, you'll starve to death. So, yeah. They don't really attack humans. So they're scared we're gonna hurt them and jeopardize their hunting ability. Oh, backpack. A bottle flip. Oh. Realize you led the BMW guy on with that sexy. I whispered it to the camera. Like I put my face like 1 inch from in front of it and whispered it. I doubt he heard it. I just can't help myself but comment on how attractive some shoulders are. I can't help what I'm attracted to, okay? Appreciate it if you didn't shame me for that. Twitch chat. Looking for a rock. Stop. 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 You're still gonna fall over. Yeah, now you're falling over backwards. Stay. Stay. You're not gonna stay, are you? Nope. Use water bottle, that works, but I know, but I want to drink it. I guess I can just lean it on me while I'm drinking it, and then... Okay, I need more brightness here. It's too... I cannot see the screen. I cannot read the chat. Oh, I have sunglasses on. That'll help. So attracted, why don't you marry it? Oh, breaking out the school ground insults. Who's that girl from the sexy asphalt shoulder clip that was also hitching? That's my friend Emily. She hitchhiked with me for 13 rides from Montpelier, Vermont to Boston, Massachusetts. Need something cold to drink. I just need something to drink. Cold would be nice, but drink in general is fine. And ride today, what was that? 4? Or 5? What were we at? 4 or 5? Brain. What did we do today? We woke up. Went on there, got that ride. He took us to Tennessee. Got the next ride there. They took us just one exit down. The next ride, yeah, it's 4 rides today. Wonder what animal's gonna get Trevor tonight. Trevor's sleeping inside tonight because his batteries are dead. We're headed today. I'm trying to get to what's that place? Knoxville, Tennessee. So this is a slow on-ramp. You have to ration food. Never see you eat. Everyone in chat, this person just said they never see me eat. Can confirm I'm not always eating.
Took a ride for one exit. Yeah, earlier today. Because the spot wasn't good anyway. I'm like, well, it's probably a better spot, and it was a better spot. Ever feel lonely when you hike? Well, on this trip I have, right now, 473 travel partners. You drink too much. Ham! How many rides have you had since you left Arby's? 2. Well, this is a slow on-ramp. Although I need to, like, there's plenty of places to camp, I just wouldn't be able to run the stream tomorrow. It's 1 a.m. Night at your location. It's super dark here. Yeah. Confirmed, the Earth is a sphere that rotates. Time you call it quits when the sun sets. Greetings from Norway. I'm a Kakaloop. Greetings from Tennessee, America. Will you appreciate more of the walking and enjoying the view, or the ride with air conditioning is really nice. It's hot outside, and there's not much of a breeze here. So 4 hours until sunset. Is it? Does it set around 9 here? It's 11 and the sun's still up. Where are you in Norway? It must be pretty far up north. Bro doesn't want a hat? Someone told me to get a hat? Yeah, I don't want a hat. I want people to be able to see my face. Well, that was the first truck, first vehicle to go past. Hold the phone, everyone. Everyone, stop. That's it. Dang it. Pal's sweet tea so much. It's dangerously. Oh my. Okay, I gotta try that then. Why are these trucks taking these exits? It's FedEx truck. They're not gonna be able to pick me up. Sunset's at 8:05 Nashville. Okay, so yeah, 3 hours. This might be a long one, Trev. That's okay. How long in the spot? We've been here, just 10 minutes. Thanks. So you don't have to hold it. But I want, like, if I hold it, it's more visible. Like you can see me holding it, shaking it that way. If it's on the bag, it's less noticeable. People can't see it as well. Where are all these cars coming from? In sequence. I don't understand. Mid-Norway, like Trondheim? Yeah, I got lucky in that last spot. Do you ever worry about your future? Not particularly. I know I can take care of myself, regardless, so. Yeah, Trondheim. Yeah, I hitchhiked through Norway a little bit in 2015. Flew into Bergen, hitchhiked my way up to Trondheim, then cut east into Sweden. What if someone kidnapped you? What if anything? You can say what if to anything in the world. What if I'm standing right there and there's like a big cloud right there and a random bolt of lightning strikes 20 kilometers outside of the cloud system? It's happened. There's so many what ifs. Nice, how'd it go? I had a good time hitchhiking in Norway. Some of the highways weren't very good for hitchhiking from like, I don't know if you've watched the stream, like I look for the 3 things, like line of sight, wide shoulder, slow traffic. They didn't have much of a shoulder on a lot of the roads, which made it more difficult. Also, to get out of Bergen, I had to climb over a mountain to get out of town, because there was no good hitchhiking spots, and then I ran into a tunnel going through a mountain, and I'm like, I couldn't walk through the tunnel, so I had to go over the mountain. What if a squirrel took your sign? I'd cry. Climb the mountain to get out of town. Well, yeah. Bergen was raining there. Yeah, it was. It reminded me of home a little bit. How they get into town, they drive through the tunnel, but I can't walk through that tunnel. There was also a road that went around that mountain, but it was had to go a long way around. We've had 4 rides today, Retro Gamer. Do you have to stop in town to get a hotel room? I have to sleep inside tonight regardless. My batteries are running out. I've spent the last 2 nights in my tent, which means this is my 3rd day without, a shower or being able to recharge my batteries, and everything's gonna die. So, I need to go inside tonight. However I go about doing that is what I'll have to do. Wherever I end up, I'll have to find somewhere to stay. Love to see you travel in those conditions, -30 up north. I've done that. I've hitchhiked in the Canadian Arctic in winter. I've hitchhiked on ice roads before. I'd like to stream it. It'd be difficult because, well, -30 temperatures don't work well with electronics. I thought hitchhiking was illegal. It's only illegal in 5 states out of 50. So I won't be hitchhiking in those states. But I'll hitchhike in all the other ones. Country has the best infrastructure for hitchhiking. Honestly, like countries with wide open spaces are like the best for hitchhiking. Oh. Wide open spaces, wide shoulders, long line of sights. So like Central Canada is really easy for hitchhiking. You'll get long rides. People can see you from a million years away, and there's a really wide shoulder. It's really it's easy. But then small town's a small town. You'll get local people that are just like, they're curious what some traveler's doing around their town. You have a destination to swinging it? I'm going to all 50 states. I've been to 35 so far. Econo Lodge for $41. That's a good deal. 25 miles down the road, exit 4. Now that might be a good deal. See if you get to Fairburn, Georgia. I won't be making it to Georgia today. As long as I've waited for a ride is 8.5 hours. That was when I was doing that Arctic trip in winter. That was out of Fort Nelson, BC on my way north into the Yukon. Did you try one of the Norwegian classics like Smalahov? I don't know what that is. The only Norwegian classic I think I had was like some brown cheese that you like slice and put on bread. You just like slice it and put it on like an open-faced sandwich. Cool to watch if you end up in the hitchhike a sled dog in Alaska. We've talked about this on this channel before, and I think it'd be very difficult because people who just live up there, you don't sled dog around anymore. We've invented motors, and they'll sled it around. They'll take their snowmobiles, because then you don't have to take care of 12 dogs. So the only dog sled stuff that exists is for tourists. And whenever anything's for tourists, it's really hard to hitchhike with that. Next goal after I've been to all states, I don't know, go back home and decide what I want to do. Is it possible to hitchhike to Alaska? Absolutely. In fact, it's not very difficult at all. If you avoid the states you can't hitchhike in. I'm still going to go there, I just won't actively hitchhike there. Insider info in Canada. Yeah. got cash and it's about Canada, I can tell you how much I don't like Ontario. Wait, is this still the 81? Or is this the 40 now? Guys, what direction am I? You've done all 50 states as well? Have you hitchhiked them? Or I'm not trying to like one-up you, I'm just curious how you got around all 50 states. Like it was a road trip? RV trip? Tenting trip? How many years do you have when you first started? Like 5? Been to Atlantic Canada? Yes, I've hitchhiked across Canada 4 times now. How did I start hitchhiking? I hated Greyhound buses and then I started hitchhiking. It's a Canadian cardboard. No, I got this in the US. Yeah, I hated the Greyhound bus, started hitchhiking, had a really good time with my first little hitchhikes around BC. So then within a couple months I was hitchhiking across Canada. I didn't plan on hitchhiking across Canada, I just kept going until I ran out of Canada in St. John's, Newfoundland. Came back home and then within 6 months after that I left on a trip around the world through 23 countries. I was like the hitchhiking in Sweden. Sweden was actually really easy for hitchhiking. Like when I cut east from Trondheim, that road going east, like east-west through Norway and Sweden, really easy hitchhiking. I made it to Sundsvall, I think Sundsvall, on the east coast, then down to Stockholm. All that was really easy hitchhiking. And then I took the free bus to IKEA out of Stockholm to get me a little bit out of town, hitchhiked on an on-ramp, and that person took me all the way in Gothenburg. And hitchhiking was really easy in Sweden. Did the same way you're doing it. I don't feel like it's any more difficult these days than it was in the 80s contract. Like, you've been watching a little bit. It's not that difficult for me to get around. Still 81 near Rogersville? Oh, okay. I honestly don't know. If you ever visit Norway, again, you should go visit Lofoten. What's it called? You can see the midnight sun. And then, I've hitchhiked across Russia as well. I wanted to, like, hitchhike, like, from Oslo all the way up to Russia and like, into Murmansk, all the way through Norway. I thought that would be really cool. Free bus only if you go to IKEA? Well, it's to get people to IKEA. They want you to shop there. You feel you learn a lot through hitchhiking? I feel like I become I learn a lot about myself, or I'm a more confident, well-rounded person due to hitchhiking. You ever host one of us? Like at my place? Yeah? Or are you talking about through the Twitch channel? I don't know. You should try to hitchhike the world. I've hitchhiked around the world. I did a circumnavigation in 2015, except for oceans. East across Canada till there was no east, flew across the Atlantic to Western Europe, hitchhiked all around Europe for 4 months, so across Europe to the Latvian-Russian border, hitchhiked across Russia from west to east to Vladivostok on the Pacific Ocean, and flew down to southern Japan and hitchhiked to Tokyo. Exit where I'm at. I'm trying to not tell everyone exactly where I'm at. Post through Twitch. I don't even run that really. I let one of my mods do that just because I'm so out of touch with what's going on Twitch and other channels that I just don't do it. Love to see a Japan hitchhiking stream. Yeah, hitchhiking in Japan was a lot of fun. Bit of a language barrier there, but that's okay. I did get detained by the police, but that's okay as well. It was all around a positive experience. What does the 2 finger salute mean? It's pretty much just me waving. It's just like a hello. try and help see what's around. Like, I appreciate that. Like, it's all good though. We're trying to get to Knoxville, Tennessee. Eastern Europe, hard to hitchhike in. Or does everyone speak English? The hitchhiking's easy there. In Eastern Europe, I found, like in Western Europe, a lot of people spoke English, young and old. In Eastern Europe, I found it was more the younger generation that knew English quite well. The older generations didn't have it. And I'm not trying to, like, that's not me complaining. That's just the reality. So, yeah, there's a bit more language barrier in the East, but hitchhiking was easy. You got a lot of rides with truckers. Trucking companies have banned their drivers from picking up hitchhikers for the most part. So I've only had 4 rides with truckers on this trip. Do you have money to get a hotel tonight? Oh yeah. I'm not worried about it. Maybe try a second smaller sign that says definitely not a murderer. Hold on, I got you. Like, something like that? Would this satisfy your fancy? I know it doesn't say definitely, but does this make you happy? Funny you should say that. Does driver that freak you out even more? It depends. When I have used that, I haven't used that one since California, really. Young people would find it funny and drive past and be laughing. Old people would look like they just saw a ghost. Often you stream 6 to 7 days a week and 8 to 15 hours a day on a travel day. Got picked up while holding that sign? I have. I'm not sure if they saw the not a murderer part. At that point I was doing it like this. On the other side of that sign it's like south and the other side not a murderer. So I'd be like, I'm going south, not a murderer. South, not a murderer. Trevor, where you at? Kind of middle of nowhere. Probably an hour, 45 minutes outside of Knoxville. Maybe just over an hour out of Knoxville or something like that. Even with your Twitch handle. Most people wouldn't, like, Hitch_live, what does that mean? That reminds me of the one in Arkansas. This one makes me feel a lot happier than the one in Arkansas. There's also a breeze. Also the landscape's better. Hitchlive.com thing is great. It's easy to remember and redirects here. Yeah, it's amazing. Someone who does anyone remember who bought that domain name and rerouted it to the Twitch channel? Solar powered USB charger? Yeah, right there. But can you see how much I'm using it? I'm not using it. Even on a day where I'm really low on power, like, I just don't use it. What sign is this? sure you head east or west. Southwest. Southwest. Oh. It's been a good day though so far. It's been a really good day. Get a car and drive around America? That's honestly pretty boring. How many of you guys do you think would be watching if I did that? Also, I would be bored because I like hitchhiking. I hitchhike because I like it. Do you have a house? No. Like should be strongman. So many squats you do? Yeah, but they're body weight squats. You need those smaller 10,000 mAh batteries that hang off an oversized keychain. Well, 10,000 mAh battery's gonna weigh at least like 200 something grams. That would be a very large, oversized keychain. I have a 22,000 mAh battery, 20,000 mAh battery, a 12,000, a 10,000, and a 4,000. A ton of people will be watching if I just road trip. I doubt it. Are you gonna sketch out from drivers? Not really. They're driving, yes. But yeah, like, explanation about creepy drivers is an example of why I talk to drivers before I get into their cars. And, like, I didn't bring that up because it wasn't one of my rides because I turned down the ride. Hey, sweet southern chick. We always miss you when you're not here. Of course we miss you. The caption says, I'm hitchhiking because we enjoy it. Yeah, it's one of the most common things. They'll be like, why don't you travel like this? Why don't you drive a car? Why don't you pay for an Uber? Why don't you get a Greyhound? I don't like it. I like hitchhiking. No, just decided streamer that lost money on the road trip because of less viewers. Yeah. Like, just driving down the road, a road trip by yourself or even with a friend, is not that interesting. Should have a sign that says, I'm Canadian. I have one that says Canadian, eh? But apparently everyone finds that really confusing. I didn't make that sign. Some girls made that sign for me. Yes, it's true that a guy flashed his schlong, and you know that by now. There's commands for that and everything. You'd rather drive yourself across the country? Hitchhiking would get boring to me. I don't know how you could find hitchhike. Well, like, I can understand standing here waiting for a ride being boring, but driving yourself across the country is boring. Like, you're just driving. Looking out for a cheap place to stay tonight? Yeah, wherever I end up. Later tonight, I'll have to find a motel or something like that. When you sleep in a tent, you just go anywhere? I just go anywhere suitable that's tucked away from civilization. It doesn't make sense to pay like $30, which seems to be the going rate for a campground here in the United States, for a random 10 by 10 piece of grass. Worried this dude dropped you at the worst ramp ever? It's not the worst ramp ever. Like, it's not the best ramp ever. Objectively, hitchhiking-wise, it's a good ramp. Traffic-wise, it's not the best. But we'll get a ride eventually. I'm not concerned. Next state will be Kentucky, Tim Boone. Where you by? I don't know. Probably an hour out of Knoxville. Well, you go through Lucasville. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's just a low traffic exit. That's exactly right. Imegrupu. You'll just get that sometimes. It's fine. When he's in a motel at the next junction? Cool. Do you ever worry you're not going where you think you should be? What, like in a ride, they're like taking me somewhere that I don't think I should be? Not really. No. I honestly don't worry about too much. Louisville. I'm not sure yet. Starts playing some Sarah McLachlan, Tears in the Eyes. In the arms of the angels, far away from here. Hey, Django Fett. Thanks for the kind words. Ever been picked up by a viewer? Yeah, like 10 of them or so. I do know the squat position is good for that. Ever scared where they didn't think they'd let you out? No. I'm in the Smokies now? Yeah, there's some mountains on the horizon. Ever thought about hitchhiking in Europe? I've already hitchhiked around Europe. I've hitchhiked in Europe through Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Russia. Both the European and Asian parts of Russia. Why do you love doing this? I like the unknown nature of it. I like the people I meet along the way. I like, like when I crawled out of my tent this morning, I didn't know what the day held. Like, who's going to pick me up? Where are they from? Where are they going? What their story is? Like, where am I going to end up at the end of the day? Every day at hitchhiking, when you stop for the day on a long distance trip, you kind of like stop, reflect on the day and how you got there. And every day is different. You don't know what you're going to get, and I like that. Not in the Smokies. No, not yet. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Not in the Smokies yet. What's gonna happen when you hitchhike every country? I'll never hitchhike every country. It just won't happen. Also, the definition of country depends on which country you ask. What other hobbies do I have? I like being outside. I like doing things outdoors. So when I'm back home and settled into a place, I like going for hikes. I like riding my bike around the town or city, whichever place I'm settled in. Like, I don't play video games and stuff anymore, so when I go home, like, I just like watching movies and TV shows to unwind at home. I really don't have that much going on at home, and I feel like I live two different lives: my travel life and my my at-home life. Did you know hitchhiking is illegal in some states? Yeah, it's illegal in 5 states: Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Delaware, New Jersey. Are you the dude that hitched a ride on an airplane? Yeah, I've hitchhiked a ride on 5 airplanes. Hitchhiking North Korea live. Down the road, if things continue to improve in like tension-wise between North Korea, I'm sure hitchhiking will be possible in North Korea. Your plans after hitchhiking? Not sure. Hitchhike through African meals? I was actually planning an Africa trip. I didn't actually end up doing it last year, but I was going to hitchhike through a little bit of Eastern Africa. When you get to Knoxville, Tennessee, you'll be in the Smokies. Sweet. I look forward to it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that breeze feels nice. Yeah. That's not pulling over for me. I think you can hitch a boat from Gibraltar to Africa. I'm sure you can. I'm sure it's possible. Are you ready for a beer? I don't know. I feel like I should be taking a bit of a detox from a beer. I've had beer almost every night for like 2 weeks. Not every night, but a lot of nights. We're heading out Knoxville. If you don't get a ride, then I'll walk into the woods and get... Well, actually, no. Tonight, I do want a motel because my batteries are going to be dead. I have 3 days of batteries. I did 4, but I meant 3. I have 3 days of battery. And this is the 3rd day without being able to charge. How do you hitchhike on an airplane? Is our bot working? Exclamation point plane. Our bot's working? I don't know. It shows you exactly how I hitchhike on an airplane. Like, it shows a clip of me hitchhiking on an airplane. Maybe a Snickers break. I don't think there's anything around here. Oh no, is that? I don't know what's over there. Maybe that's a gas station over there. Could potentially. No bot broke? Okay. Then I'll tell you. So you go to small municipal airports. What a municipal airport is like a small, just local airport that doesn't really have security. It's mainly there for private planes, for people that own their own airplanes and maybe some small charter operations. And you go there and you talk to pilots, you talk to people, you talk to receptionists, you talk to everyone you can find, and you try to find a pilot going somewhere, and you tell them what you're doing, tell them what you're trying to do. And if going somewhere and they like you enough and they've got room for a Canadian and his backpack, then they might just take you. Why are you hitchhiking? Because I like it. I do it because I enjoy it. Just because Trevor started buying Snickers, they should thank him. We're still working on that Snickers sponsorship. You basically take anything you want on a private plane, small airport. Well, yeah, like a small private plane, like you're flying a Cessna 180, like, there's no like TSA or anything like that. It's your plane. It's like driving a car. Would you enjoy about hitchhiking? Okay, what do I enjoy about hitchhiking? I like the people I meet, and I like... 1 second. That might be one I have to make a command for because it takes a while to answer it. I like the people I meet, and I like the unknown nature of it and the adventurous aspect of it. So every day I don't know what's going to happen, where I'm going to go, who's going to pick me up, what their story is, anything like that. I don't know where I'm going to end up that day. I'll just show up at a new place and like that's where I'm staying tonight, you know? You can get shot out of the air because, yeah, I understand there's restricted airspace. There's a bit to it, but if you drive into Area 51, they'll shoot you too. It's just probably easier to fly into restricted airspace than drive into restricted places. Yeah, no security at all. You just walk through the airport, if there even is one, walk out onto the runway where the planes, and you just hop in. I try to stay hydrated. Yeah, I got my water there holding up my backpack. What if you're not Canadian? What do you mean if I'm not Canadian? You eat nuts and chocolate? Well, nuts aren't cheap, or a lot of nuts aren't cheap. State's your destination? I'm going to all 50 states, so I've been to 35, so 15 more states is my destination. Was your favorite encounter on this trip like the Vietnamese family? I really like Pete and Amy, and I was having a really bad day until I met them, and they turned that around 100% in Massachusetts. I was getting hassled by this Massachusetts state cop threatened to arrest me. on no grounds, like he was just being a dick. But and then like right when he like escorted me across the road, where like you can't hitchhike anywhere, you gotta stand right here. I like sat down and Pete and Amy came up and saved me, took me out for pizza in Boston, got dessert at Mike's, anyway, and then drove me all the way up to New Hampshire. You want to visit more of Wyoming since you weren't there for too long? I'd like to see more of Wyoming. I'm not sure if I'll get an opportunity on this trip. I have been on this trip for 94 days. I have to be out here by 180. I can't go everywhere. US cops are scary? For the most part, no. Just that guy wasn't being very friendly. Every other interaction I've had with the police I would say, overall is positive. That's the only one that I think was negative. Tennessee, are you? An hour north of Knoxville, I guess. Can you grow a mustache? Yeah, I can grow an okay mustache. Maybe I could pull up a picture for you at one point. Okay, it's not an okay mustache, it's greasy, but like, it's a mustache. You live in Knoxville? There you go. Might be passing through. How old am I? I'm 24 years old. Oh, I'm gonna check the battery on my jetpack. That's what I'm gonna do. Still good. If you're that close to where you're going for the night, call an Uber. Well, I don't have a place planned for the night, and an hour Uber? No. I have thought about getting a portable stool to sit on. Kind of boots you wear? They're Fry boots. I bought them secondhand at like a Goodwill type store. Not Goodwill, but like, I think a store like that. For like 20-ish bucks, something like that. Come through Montana, you head to Yellowstone. I think that would be really fun. Favorite place to hitchhike or best place you've been? I like hitchhiking down the Pacific Northwest, down Highway 101. That was a lot of fun. The whole Northeast is really good on state highways for hitchhiking. Ireland, amazing for hitchhiking. Japan was really fun hitchhiking. Get picked up often, usually 20-30 minute wait times. This on-ramp's pretty lonely, so you need traffic to be able to pull over, and there's not much traffic. Gallery video, make a documentary. I've thought about it. The problem with that is it's all, or for the most part, it's in 360p and 480p. Everybody send you money other than Twitch? It would just be, like I technically have a P.O. box, but yeah, it'd just be through like a PayPal or a credit card donation, or through bits and subs is how you can support me. Are the nods on purpose? I hope they're on purpose, otherwise I don't know what's going wrong with me. It's like saying hello, like someone walking past you gives you a nod, you nod back, you've just said hello to someone. How did I communicate with the people picking me up in Japan? A lot of them were at least had basic conversational skills in English. If they didn't, when I got to Fukuoka, I got a voice, like a data card, so I could Google Voice Translate. You make a fact below your stream, no one reads those. The people that would come in and ask questions right away, they're just going to ask the questions right away. And I don't have a problem with people asking questions. I started this stream to show people what hitchhiking is like, and they're going to come in and ask questions. I have no problem with that. Lady Green, thanks for the 200 bits. Bit love. Thanks for the bit love. Needed money today. How could I get it to you? Like PayPal's instant. So, but I have money. You don't need to give me money today. Oops. Her world rock document is walking around the world on Instagram. Interesting stuff. No, I haven't heard of that. Where am I? Middle of nowhere in Tennessee. Get to Miami, still got in Key West. I won't be making it there on this trip, but maybe on another one. Where do you sleep? Well, past 2 nights have been my tent. Tonight I have to sleep inside somewhere because I have to recharge all my batteries. A bit. I'll just freaking. You smoke weed? No, I don't. What about Bitcoin? I don't. I can link Bitcoin to my Twitch donation things, but I don't have one. Hitchhike through Alabama now? I already have. I'm on an on-ramp right now. It's like, it's not the busiest on-ramp, but it's an on-ramp. No, I'm not on I-75, I'm on A81. So what if you don't get picked up? Usually I just would walk into the woods, set down my tent, wake up the next morning, try again. Hey Brooke Martin, how's it going, my friend? Coming to Texas, I've already been through Texas. How do you have internet? I have unlimited, unthrottled Verizon internet. You are getting a tan? Probably. I'm getting tan lines. Farmer's tan. It's beautiful. What's temperature right now? I don't know. Crazy story on your trips. I got shot at in Arkansas. I learned how to hitchhike on airplanes in California. Spaghetti story in Austria. There's probably a few others. So you're close to Virginia? I just came through Virginia. How about a farmer's stand? Is the lighting good enough for you to see right now? I don't think you'll be able to see in this lighting. Well, maybe a little bit. I really can't see what you can see. How are we doing these days? We're doing real good, Brooke Martin. We're doing real good. 35 states down, 15 to go. It's hot. I smell a little bit. Camped out the past 2 nights. But I feel good. But the dude that started doing lines of cocaine, yeah. There's plenty of like random stories that just, yeah. If you delve deep into my hitchhiking stories, they can just keep coming. So close to Bristol? Yeah, I was through there a little while ago. The cocaine guy was not on this trip before he asked for clips of that. That was in Newfoundland before I streamed. You know it's a lonely on-ramp when I actually sit down on my butt. I never sit down on my butt. It's a good sign. Oh. D-Dizzle, you're in Knoxville. Nice. That's where I'm headed. How long do you aim to hitchhike for? I aim to hitchhike through all 50 states. However long that takes is however long that takes. Newfoundland, you kissed the cod? Yes, I did. Hasn't fallen over forever. Yeah, I know. I got my water bottle holding it up. As far as my last ride, 20 miles, I think. It's Tennessee in the summer. Why do you have so much clothes on? It keeps the sun off me. It keeps the bugs off me in the evening. I put my socks into my tuck my pants into my socks at night. So, you know, ticks and chiggers can't go up my pant leg. Where do you end up sleeping? In my tent a lot of nights. Well, the past 2 nights were in my tent. Should be close to a rest stop where you can charge for free. I need like 8 to 12 hours of charging to fully recharge a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. I can't just stop in there for an hour and be like, oh, charged up. When is Minnesota on this trip? I don't know. When I get there. Pretty soon though. Jones and Bones. Thanks for the $5 dono. One sec. We appreciate you sharing the journey. Well, thank you for the kind words and thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. That's generous of you. Thank you. Bugs getting tent? No, the tent has a bug mesh. Fine woven mesh. They can't get in. How long have you been waiting for? Guys, do you know the wait time on this one right now? I haven't been keeping track because I prefer to usually not keep track. Should get one of those giant novelty thumbs. I've thought about doing it. I thought that would be funny. Longest I've waited for a ride is 8.5 hours out of Fort Nelson, BC. Just say a while. I could do that. Whenever anyone asks how long we've been here from now, everyone just say a while. A while. In hitchhiking terms, 45 minutes ain't really much at all. Ever been robbed or felt in danger of being robbed? No, not particularly. What's in Fort Nelson, BC? I was trying to go up to Nuvik. It's just a town along the way. How do you plan to get to Alaska? The most logical thing would be to hitchhike through Canada, which is quite easy. I'm Canadian. Favorite meal while hitchhiking? Snickers bars. Snickers on my jam. Coming to Knoxville tonight. If I get a ride, yeah, sure. Will they rob his $200 tent? Yeah, well, people will break into cars for pocket change. Wasn't it boring without Twitch chat times you hitchhiked before? I'm a patient person. I'm fine with occupying my own mind. As we were saying earlier today and yesterday as well, I was talking about how, but now if I hitchhike again and I don't stream it, it'll be, now that I have streamed it, I think it'll be tough to go back. Been picked up by a limo or an army tank? Not an army tank. I've been picked up by a Humvee type thing, by the Lithuanian military. More interested in how he's getting to Hawaii. I've hitchhiked on 5 airplanes. I would like to try and hitchhike on a plane to Hawaii. It's going to be more difficult to do that. That's 2,500 miles. My longest airplane hitchhike right now is about 400 miles. So a trip planned after you do this one. It's really enjoyable watching this from. I've been saying I'd like to hitchhike with you guys around Europe. When people think you're some crazy dude talking himself along the road, I'm sure some might think that, and that's okay. Pretty much everyone I see, like when you're walking around town with a big backpack with cardboard shoved out of it, and a selfie stick with a bendable tripod and some huge battery and a fuzzy microphone, all set up like that, people think you're crazy. So I don't really care if people think I'm crazy. It doesn't really affect me. Hitchhiking in the UK, I've already hitchhiked through the UK. Wales, England, Scotland, up to northern Scotland, Orkney Islands, Shetland Islands. Except for the popos in Tennessee, man. Well, it's legal to hitchhike in Tennessee, but yeah, the police might hassle you a little bit. Might come close to where I am if you come to Europe. In my mind, Europe is very small, so no matter where I am in Europe, if you're in Europe, in my mind, you're close. Why don't you put your directional mic in your bag since it doesn't work? I don't know, it's part of my image too. Fun hitchhiking fight, you're more likely to be injured, killed because of motor vehicle than being killed by someone picking you up. Yeah, the most dangerous thing everyone does on a day-to-day basis that they take for granted is driving. Driving's very dangerous. What states is it illegal to hitchhike? Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Delaware, New Jersey. What do you need an image for? Is that sarcasm? My image is how I present